I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBN, we're uncovering a jaw-dropping true story of survival, injustice, and resilience. We're talking with an amazing author. His name is Dino Navigato, and he has penned a powerful memoir. It is called Life Changer 100, A Miracle Miserably and Massively Mishandled. After being struck by a wrong-way drunk driver, Dino's life was shattered in an instant, launching him into a world of physical pain, emotional trauma, and a legal system that failed him. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him on TV today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Dino, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you very much, Logan. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you on the show. Let's turn the hands back on the clock of time right now and go back to the night of the accident. What happened exactly, as far as you remember?
Well, I was leaving my workplace. It was 3:40 a.m. in the morning. I work a night shift in Las Vegas. I was meeting up with a friend, and on my way there, I was on the freeway, exiting the rental car return ramp, which is a one-lane, one-way ramp off of the freeway. I saw headlights coming in my direction, and I had a moment of confusion, and I tried to react on this thin lane. I tried to just scoot over to the right. The headlights kind of mirrored me, and I kind of tried to scoot over to the left, and they did the same. And I knew in a matter of seconds that I was going to be hitting a car going the same speed as me, around 50 miles an hour, head on. So my life kind of, my daughter's images of when they were young entered my mind for a couple of seconds before the collision.
Hmm.
It was very scary. Yeah, thought I was going to die.
Amazing, amazing. Did you pass out on the scene? Did you wake up in the hospital? What happened?
So interesting you asked me. I did not pass out. I was not wearing my seatbelt. I can remember flying into the airbag and then hitting the roof of my truck. When I gathered myself, I noticed that my door would not open. It was damaged. So I crawled over to the passenger side. I grabbed my cell phone off the floorboard and opened the passenger side door, and that's how I got out of my truck. But I didn't lose consciousness that I'm aware of. I mean, I believe that I stayed conscious the whole time.
Yeah. What kind of injuries did you sustain?
I sustained a avulsion fracture in my right ankle, which meant the ligaments tore from the bone so rapidly that it took the bone with it.
Hmm.
And I believe that the floorboard airbag did it. Initially, I thought that the floorboard was pushed into my foot, but a few days after the accident, when I was retrieving my belongings from my vehicle, I noticed that there was an airbag deployed by the brake and the gas pedal.
I know you got injured by those airbags, but do you feel in many ways they saved your life?
Oh, it saved me from going through the windshield. The airbag definitely 100% saved my life.
Hmm.
I'm so happy that that airbag worked properly and deployed in a matter of a second, and it definitely saved my life. But the
Yeah.
accident was just the first domino to tip.
When was the accident? How long ago?
Accident was June 8th, 2024.
Hmm. So a little more than a year ago right now.
Yes, yes.
How's your recovery been? What's it been like? Have you needed rehab? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so my recovery um, has been exhausting. It has been life-changing. Um, Obviously, my right ankle wasn't the extent of my bodily injuries. After the district attorney called me and scared me when he said that the defense attorney said that I walked away from the accident with a sprained ankle, I thought that I needed to get treatment in order to have a proper settlement in the personal injury claim.
Hmm.
So I started seeing a chiropractor. And a couple months after seeing the chiropractor, I started having neck and back issues. I had a neck and back condition with herniated discs in my back and herniated discs and spinal stenosis in my neck. So I started having issues with all of my extremities, my legs, my feet, my arms, my hands, my fingers were all, I lost all the strength in all of them. And I started having the pins and needles, the radiculopathy, the neuropathy, and extreme unimaginable pain.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy. Tell me about what happened to the driver, the drunken driver who hit you.
The drunken driver, I don't know the extent of her injuries. When I got out of my truck to check on her, she was unconscious. I did see her in the emergency room after we were transported from the scene to the hospital. But she was in her hospital bed with a police officer next to her. I know that she did. I went to the sentencing in court. She did. I mean, she was sentenced from 1 to 4 years. I was told by my the ADA that was representing me after this that she would probably do a year and get out.
Mm.
I don't know if she's out. I have not been in contact with her. I have no idea if she's, because it's been a year, so it's possible she's out. I have no idea.
Yeah. And that doesn't make you better. It doesn't ease your pain, really. I guess it would be nice to know she was held accountable. But your personal injury case was also mishandled. Tell us about that.
Well, we both had the minimum as far as coverage goes for insurance. So I had underinsured and uninsured motorists, but I had the minimum and she had the minimum. So after all my hospital bills and emergency room bills and tests and everything, and also I didn't have gap insurance on my vehicle, so I lost 10,000 on that. I was awarded 15,000 in the settlement after 3 months. It was a very quick settlement. The liability wasn't a question. So I was awarded 15,000, but between losing 10,000 on just my truck and all my hospital and doctor bills, I've definitely lost a lot of money.
Yeah. And
Uh,
plus the pain and suffering. Yeah. So I can see why you're upset there. I don't blame you for being upset. How have you been able to like hold on and keep going? I can see you're a man of faith. Has your faith helped you?
it has, let go, let God. I
Yeah.
have had to seek guidance from my higher power to give me the perseverance to go through uh, unimaginable pain, loss of strength, um, shakes in my hands, and
Mm.
inability to do the job I've been doing for 35 years. I had to quit my job because I couldn't, after taking two different medical leave of absences and going back to work and trying to continue doing my job. I ended up losing my health insurance because I didn't have enough hours worked,
Mm.
and um, ultimately ended up quitting.
Yeah.
I'm going forward with my plan that I originally had a year ago and moving to Florida to be closer to my kids and my grandkids.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna have to. I After a year's work, it's been a year now, and rigorous physical therapy and guidance, from my higher power, and I'm getting strength back.
Mm.
It's been slow, and I I wanted it back right away, like, but I had to be patient because when it comes to your neck and your back and all the nerves that you know coincide with those two, your cervical and your lumbar, I've had to be patient and just stick with physical therapy. The steroid shots helped. I had 2 shots in my back and 2 shots in my neck. But now that I don't have health insurance anymore, I'm just going with the physical therapy.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, I understand you're involved in a long distance relationship and that's kind of grown during this time. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, that's true. I was involved in a long distance relationship. Um, with an amazing woman. It ended.
Hmm.
Um, we were madly in love for a period of about 4 to 5 months. But when my condition worsened, when my condition changed me, changed my body, changed my, I was robbed of my identity, my dignity, and my self-respect. I mean, it really,
Hmm.
you know, the amount of pain that I was dealing with and loss of strength, I I lost kind of who I am, and
Hmm.
she backed away.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoiler alert, as far as
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's in the book. That's why
It's a
I
difficult thing to navigate, particularly when you've got miles between you as well. How did it impact other relationships in your life, your family relationships?
dramatically, you know, I never aspired to be an author and never thought I would write a book, but I had to tell my story. Not
Mm.
only was putting the words down on paper extremely helpful in helping me get through waking up in the morning till getting to where I go to bed at night. And, it helped me get through the pain and the change that was happening to me without, you know, focusing on it like all the time. It was an outlet for me to, you know, to escape from the real world. I mean, it was an outlet for me to cope with what was happening to my body.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you sharing your story today and within the pages of your book. I hope it helps others who are going through similar challenges. The name of the book is Life Changer 100, A Miracle Miserably and Massively Mishandled. It is a raw, real life journey through trauma, truth, and triumph. Dino, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, Logan. And I really hope that I can just help at least one person if they read my story, because that would mean a lot to me.
Absolutely. I think it sheds some light and some hope and the promise of redemption, no doubt. So I appreciate your time, your insight, and your great faith. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.